We are continuing our look back through the ages with Transformers Power of the Primes. Now, I kind of had a little bit of a dilemma. I don't own a lot of Power of the Primes figures. So, the Prime Wars trilogy was really when my parents were a little more reluctant to buy me toys because they thought I was getting too old for them, and I was like 10, so I couldn't go out and get a job to buy them myself. So that's why a lot of my stuff is now knockoffs. But I kind of had the choice of either reviewing this guy, who, no, my parents did not buy him for me. I bought him myself, years after the fact. Or, well, I didn't really want to do Predaking because, well, yes, he was the big centerpiece of the line, and he does kind of show off what Power of the Primes was about. Combiner Wars plus adding the aspect of the, matrixes. One, he's actually technically incomplete. And two, I just did 2 combiners. So I didn't really want to. I didn't really want to do another combiner. And I only have 1 leader class from the line. Despite Optimus Prime being re-released earlier this year, I haven't been able to go down to Target to look for him. And I was never able to get him in the first place. So, next best option, Rodumus Uncronus, which is a really cool figure in my opinion. I don't know why he is slept on so much. He is so much better than the original Rodumus for this line. He is not better than Kingdom Rodumus as far as I'm concerned, but he is still really cool. So let's get a look on. He is based off Shattered Glass Hot Rod / Rodumus, but he is a Decepticon. This symbol came off. He is a Decepticon, not an evil Autobot. Even though the model in Machinima's Prime Wars, Power of the Primes cartoon, had the Autobot symbol in purple, like, Shattered Glass. So, yeah, I think they just put the Decepticon emblem on because they didn't want to confuse people. Because at that point, Shattered Glass wasn't really big. It still isn't, even though it had a entire subline, but, it's still not that big. But anyway, here he is in the nice purple and black deco, which is what made me want this figure, is the purple and black deco. Because, fuck, I love purple and black. This figure is has all my favorite colors. Purple, black, and red. Literally. Anyway, yeah. He's a nice, space Winnebago. Space RV, as people have called it. He's really nice. He does have his weapons, which can connect into the, big rifle. You can just store them via these 2 ports up here. And yeah, he rolls really well. Part of me wants to paint his rims silver, just to break up some of the black, but at the same time, I really like the, pure black. So, I don't know. But, yeah. But this is not the only, vehicle mode for the figure. Because if you bring these sections up, which, fun fact, these sections are actually transparent red plastic, or they're transparent orange, actually. They're transparent plastic painted over. I did not realize that until I got a good look at the lighting behind it. But, yeah. Anyway, bring those up. Bring these out. And bring these sections back. Untab him from this, and then pull him out. Go ahead and bring this back, and set the trailer off to the side. Bring these sections back like this, and you have Nemesis Hot Rod in his normal car mode. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, I forgot to do something. I'm not gonna fully get it back into Rodumus's vehicle mode. Fuck it. And do close, like, I'm gonna, like, you know, do this, but I'm not gonna put those back. Fuck it, I actually am. Kind of, it's not gonna tab him, whatever. We are going to compare him with Bumblebee. Studio Series Bumblebee. Meet me. And we are going to compare him with Ferrac, who is actually, just ever so slightly shorter than him. Like, well, okay, I say ever so slightly. He's a decent bit shorter, but still, that's actually pretty decent for this being a Voyager and this being a leader. But anyway, now, we'll compare the Hot Rod to these guys. See, a lot smaller. Ah, oh no. And there's Ferrac, who is quite a bit longer, but jet car, so you know. But yeah, anyway, I actually really like this figure. It makes me want to get the Cyclonus version of the mold. Anyway, so now we are going to get Hot Rod here into robot mode. So what you're going to want to do, he's actually pretty simple. Take the exhausts, bring them up like this. You're going to want to untab the legs from this and just rotate it around, bring it back, and tab it in up here. Whip him up, open his legs up, bring his feet down. Bring his arms down. Come in here, bring this down, and bring the section up, spin it, 180, collapse back in, bring his chest back up. And here we have Nemesis Hot Rod in his robot mode. And yeah, this is the weakest part of the figure. The Hot Rod section is the weakest part of the figure, like, no doubt about it. It's Hot Rod. It looks like Hot Rod. It's just not great. One thing I wish is, so the Machinima model had him with his mouth guard on all the time. I wish they had done that with this guy, because that just makes him look so much better. More distinguished from Hot Rod. But, you know, he looks decent. He looks decent. Not great, but, you know, not horrible. But, yeah. And he can hold his weapons. They look, because of how far back the handles are, they look slightly ridiculous in his hands, but, you know, you know, he can hold them. He can hold them. Yeah. Release! Release! You can also bring his, flamethrowers out if you want. If you want, you know. Articulation-wise, the shoulders are on ball joints. They go up about that far. If you use, this hinge in here, and go up that far. The head can rotate. That's about it. You do have a ball joint at the elbow. Due to transformation, you also have this hinge up here, which gives you a double-jointed elbow. Nothing at the waist due to how he transforms. The hip skirt can kick up. You can kick up about that far. He can go out that far, back only that far. You do have above the knee rotation. Knees can go back that far, and they can bend that way. And you can bend the feet back and forward, but no rotation. But yeah. So he doesn't really articulate that well, but you know. For comparison, here he is with Bumblebee. Here he is with Ferrac. Yeah. Now, let's get this guy into Rodumus mode. So we are going to work on the trailer first. You're going to want to bring these sections back. Make sure these are forward. Go ahead and disconnect these two sections, which you will bring these sections back. Disconnect to make the arms. Set those off to the side. On this, you're going to want to bring the feet down. Bring the heel spurs back. Bend him at the knees. Open this section up. Bring it up. Bring this section back. Bring it up like this. Split the legs. Bring the crotch panel down. Take this section. Flip it around. And since it's the easiest to show it off right now, we are going to reach in here and pull out his Dark Matrix, or Matrix of Chaos, whatever it's called. But yeah, here is the Matrix. It is quite big. A lot bigger than the Matrixes you get with the Optimus Primes and stuff for Studio Series nowadays. But there's another gimmick you can do with this. So back, Power of the Primes, you got these little Prime Masters, who were, nice little robots that you can just fold to transform into Prime Cores. And characters who could hold a Matrix, you could slide out the Matrix Core and replace it with one of them. Like, here is Megatronus. Here is Prima. Here is Onyx. Because of how tight they are, you can also shoot them. And here is Liege Maximo. These are all the Prime Masters I currently have. I used to have Uncronus and Vector, but I don't know where they went. It's kind of funny that except for Prima, I only have the Decepticon ones, but whatever. It's also interesting that for a while, the only two I could find other than Onyx, because he was in Predaking, because he was exclusive to Predaking, was Prima, the Warrior of Light, and Megatronus, the Warrior of Darkness. I recently found my Liege Maximo, so. Anyway. But yeah, and also if you have any Titan Masters, you can put them in here as well, which was weird. Anyway. Plug that back in. I'm going to raise the camera a little bit. Now we will work on Hot Rod. So you're going to want to get his head into car mode configuration like that. Get his shoulders up and tabbed in. Tab in, damn it. You're going to want to bring the arms out like this. Open his feet. Fold them in. Fold them in. Spin him up like this. Make him do the splits. Bend his knees like this, and then rotate them up. Bend his knee. Rotate it up. Come back here. Untab this, bring it all the way back, and rotate it. Now, this clip right here is going to clip right into his crotch. This section right here will slide into the rails up here. So, you just want to make sure he slides in like that. He will tab in. You can then take the arms and they will use these little clips, and they will tab in like this, and tab in like this, and you'll want to snap Hot Rod in half, fold him down. You'll tab his arms into the body, And here you have Rodumus Uncronus, aka our first official shattered glass hot rod that wasn't part of BotCon. And yeah, this guy looks badass. He looks like a jacked bodybuilder, but I like that. I like the way he looks. Yeah, he just looks really cool in my opinion. Just getting close there at the head sculpt. Which, yeah, that is Shattered Glass Hot Rod. Shattered Glass Rodumus, yeah. Yeah, as you can see, the stickers on here kind of worn off, because fuck foil stickers. But yeah, you can take the guns, tab them together, and he has his giant rifle. And yeah, he looks really good. He looks really good. For articulation, the head can rotate. The shoulders can do a full 360. The gun can break. They only move out at his hot rod's crotch, so it does look a little weird. But you know, they can move up about that far. You do have bicep rotation. About a little over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, and the wrists can rotate. Still no waist joint because of how he transforms. But you can flip up his crotch panel to get him to kick forward that far back. If you open this up, he can kick back all the way. And you can just kind of trap his leg in there. Break the gun again. Outward, he can go about that far. You do have thigh rotation. 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and because of transformation, it can bend both ways. You do have ankle tiltage, and because of transformation, you can bend the foot forward, and you can bend it back. So he is quite posable despite not having a waist joint in any of his modes. But yeah, he is really, really cool in my opinion. Can he hold the matrix he has? No. That was not a thing. They could not hold their matrices. Which is not very different from, you know, nowadays, but, you know, whatever. For comparison, Bumblebee. Ferrak. Am I pronouncing that right? Ferrak? Ferrak? Ferrak, whatever. Here he is with Defensor. Here he is with my knockoff Devastator, which is downscaled. And here he is with the Titan class Predaking. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh! And just for the fun of it, here he is with a Prime Master. But anyway, so that has been my review of Transformers Power of the Primes, Rodumus Uncronus. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.